What's up, guys? I know there's nobody that's showing because it's 10 seconds. 10 seconds in, but do another fixing polls live stream. And if you're watching this later, which I'm pretty sure there's not many people that do that, but if you're watching this later, subscribe. We're going to start off today with a relining of a pole with 20-pound tests. This should be, this is 8-pound. I think that I have 20-pound in here. Remember, you can chat anytime. If there's anybody here, you can chat, and I will answer almost any question I see. I'll try my absolute hardest to answer every question. And nobody's in yet, but people should be joining sometime here soon. And I'm not going to mess around with detangling stuff for now. So, I'm just going to cut it and start relining this pole. So, this pole is a good classic case of trying to just reline it to make it better. It wasn't really casting well, and last time we took this thing apart, but this time we're going to actually fix the problem and reline this pole. So, reminder, if you're here, you can chat in the live chat, and I will try to answer every question. You can do whatever you want. I love subscribers, love new subscribers, but you get to choose whatever you want to do. I'm just going to be fixing up some fishing poles, talking, doing some normal talking. So, got to get my trash bucket out. Got the trash bucket out. So, time to get this line going. Right. I think I got most of the line. Pretty much all the line except for a couple of knots out of this pole. So what I'm gonna do to reline it is stick the line through the cap, which this is my 20-pound test that I got right there. I'm gonna stick it through here and then tie a knot in the actual well. What's up, Luke Smith? Love people commenting. I will try to answer any questions. And while there's some people here, say in the comments, I have a fish tank. I think it's 30 gallons. And it has, right now, a bullhead and 2 bluegill. Should I put a full-size crawfish in it? Because I got a crawfish, and I'm wondering if I should put it in there or just use it for bait. So, you guys can try to answer that. Biggest fish, well, freshwater, 15-pound freshwater drum, and saltwater, like a 200-something pound stingray. I love catching big fish. Today I caught, not on a live stream, I caught a like 3-pound drum, but it's a nice fish. Gave a good fight on a pretty small pole. And just basic relining of a pole right now, that's what I'm doing. And I need to get out my pliers, which I got out. And here we go. What's up, Jacob? What's your guys' favorite fish to catch? Do people like bass more, or catching like rather catch a 5-pound catfish or a 3-pound drum? That's a real question. That's the real question there. I'm gonna reline this pole with this line right here. Bass and catfish, oh, we're split. Got 2 bass. We use the crawfish for bait. Bluegill? I wouldn't say I'd love to catch bluegill, but they do put up a better fight per pound than bass or catfish. You know, some people love to catch the bass, but I like new species. I love catching new species, and if anybody in here wants to subscribe, I love getting new subscribers, as I'm sure every YouTuber does. Kind of makes my day. All right, we're getting some serious line on this pole now. The line's going crazy over here. Thanks for subscribing, YouTube. Love subscribers. And do you guys think that a bass fights harder? Well, which bass do you guys think fights harder per pound, smallmouth or largemouth? I'm a smallmouth guy, if I'm being honest. I love smallmouth, but I know that some people are really loyal to the largemouth. Yeah, I play baseball. Love baseball. You guys think largemouth or smallmouth fight better? Smallmouth? I gotta agree. I love smallmouth. They're my favorite bass to catch. We still got serious ways to go on this line in here. Okay, smallmouth, largemouth. We're kind of split. A couple of largemouth, a couple of smallmouth. I do like the plentifulness. Where do you do your fishing at? I do a lot of fishing at rivers. I don't love to say my exact spots, but in Ohio, there are a couple of good spots because I'm from Ohio and still fish in Ohio. So Charles Mill Lake is a great spot that I've fished at recently. But I love fishing at pretty much all the local rivers in northern Ohio, like the Chagrin, the Cuyahoga, all those rivers. Those are all great. But there are also some northern and southern lakes. The Little Miami's good. Yeah. That's where you go, Scooby Coop. The local rivers are my favorite because the biodiversity. Cooter's Pond. I don't think I've ever been there, but I'd love to know some pay lakes if anybody knows some in northern Ohio. But I don't know any northern Ohio pay lakes. Lake Erie's great. We live right near Lake Erie, so I fish there pretty often. Of course, there's not much. There's some drum, there's some catfish, there's lots of gobies, some white perch. There's not a whole bunch. But love the drum. Drum are good. Snakes and bass, yeah. Caught some snakes at Buckeye Lake and didn't post a video. Yeah, there's lots of walleye if you have a boat. We don't have a boat though, so it's kind of hard to catch them. Snakes are kind of fun to catch at Buckeye Lake. Went to a little spillway on Buckeye Lake and some fun, very fun snakes. Bluegill for bait, yeah. I was using bluegill today for bait. Some basic cut up bluegill. Forgot my knife, so I had to use like a pliers to cut up the bluegill. So that wasn't pretty, but it worked. And I love myself some live bluegill for bait. I keep some in my fish tank and then use them to try and catch some flatheads. I had like a 20-pound flathead on earlier this year, and Charles Mill Lake. Love fishing Charles Mill Lake in Ohio for flatheads. Tried to fish the spillway a couple of times, gotten some bluegill, but been super like powerful and aggressive. If anybody wants to subscribe, I love subscribers. They kind of make my day. But love subscribers. Cap. Charles Mill Lake is pretty good. Thanks for subscribing. Love subscribers. And Lake Erie doesn't have any flatheads or big like blues, but the channel catfish do get kind of outrageously big. Some pretty big catfish, Lake Erie, and drum are like the biggest fish in Ohio that you can catch on a regular basis. If you want to catch 10-pound fish in northern Ohio, drum's the answer. And yeah. Does anybody know any good bowfin spots in pretty much central northern Ohio, even southern Ohio? Does anybody know like some really good bowfin spots? Biggest fish, drum, 15-pound drum, and then I've caught like a 200-pound saltwater stingray and a couple of sharks. Because I've been looking to catch some bowfin. Do you know what a refer is? What's a refer? I have no clue. And still relining this pole. I got all the line that I need on this pole. So now I can actually do all the stuff. Oh, a red ear? Yeah, I love red ear. There aren't too many near me, but I have caught some before. They are in some ponds near me. They're pretty much big bluegill. Last time I caught one, just red ear. Aren't they also known as shell crackers? Yeah, it's just a panfish. They're big though. They get up to like 2 pounds, I think. But I've never caught a pike before. That's one fish I'd love to catch. Caught a turtle yesterday. Turtles are fun to catch. They're big. They put up a really good fight, and they're really fun. Caught some snapping turtles, some soft shell turtles, some red ear sliders. Caught a wide variety of turtles in my time. Caught a wide variety of stuff that I shouldn't have caught, like rod and reel, crawfish, all the turtles. Caught lots of stuff, and frogs. I've caught frogs on pieces of worm. All right, let's see. On this pole, it's relined now, so I need to add a weight, and then I need to add 400-pound alligator snapping turtle. I did not know alligator snapping turtles got that big. I've seen some 100-pound ones with my own eyes, but I have not seen 400-pound alligator snapping turtles. Caught a turtle when you're 8. Ooh, turtles when you're 8. I think I caught one. It took me like 20 minutes to get it in. It was a big snapping turtle. I had the time of my life catching a big turtle when I was 8. And I gotta reline this, gotta get it untangled. And people, I know it gets repetitive, but if people want to subscribe, it makes my day when people subscribe. So just one subscriber at a time, trying to get a bigger audience, push out my content. Almost done making my big long form video. When you caught that alligator snapping turtle, Stephen Curry, were you trying to get alligator gar? Or were you biggest bass? I think biggest bass is like a 5-pound largemouth. It was really big. It was on a private pond though. So I don't know, some people count that as cheating. I don't count it as cheating, but it's really big. Biggest summer steelhead? Well, I have caught 2 steelhead in my life, or 1 steelhead in my life. I think I've only caught 1, and it was 8 pounds. It was like late summer, early fall. 8 pounds. And caught rainbow trout earlier this year. I have not posted that video on my channel yet, but I'm still waiting. I have a little bit of a backlog right now of catching every fish in Ohio. A little bit of a backlog, but still trying to get through all of them. 4-pound bass are always fun. Never caught a super big smallmouth. My biggest PB's like 2 pounds. Not super big in my opinion, but still a very fun fish to catch. And I got some, look at that circle hook there. 10-inch bass. Favorite rapper singer? Right now, actually, I'm not trying to endorse anybody, but Tommy Richmond, I think, is my favorite right now. I like his songs front to back. And I, according to other people, I don't have a very good music taste. My biggest bass was an 8-pounder. And that was when I was 10. 8 pounds is kind of crazy. I don't know what the state record for bass is, but it's really good. I love to catch an 8-pound bass that make my whole year fishing. What's up, everybody? If anybody wants to subscribe, I love it. It makes my day. I see that we have a good amount of viewers right now. I think we're at the max for the live stream. Does anybody have any pike spots or bowfin spots? Because I've been looking to catch some pike and bowfin with some bluegill, some other bait fish. I'd love to catch some pike and bowfin. Alright, finishing up this pole with this circle hook coming up. Remember, if the fish is big enough to fit between my... Yeah, that's true, that's true. I caught a crawfish earlier today, and I'm trying to decide if I should use it for bait or if I should put it into my fish tank. And my fish tank already has 2 bluegill and a bullhead. Do people think I should put it in the fish tank? Or do people think that I should use it for bait, try to catch a big drum or a big smallmouth? Got this pole done. 10 catfish in one day, that's a great day fishing. I think my best day was in pure numbers, like 10 to 15 bullhead catfish, but bait, yeah. That's what I thought. I mean, normally crawfish are really good bait, and I don't really want it because it could mess with my bullhead, who I've grown out a lot. But just trying to see. Thought about maybe cooking him up because he's a true full-size guy, and I could definitely see him being bait or food. 8-pounder on a crawfish. Whew. Yeah. Well, we'll see if I can catch an 8-pounder. I fixing up these poles in order to get some nice fish. I love those big fish. Shrimp and worms. And worms are my favorite bait because you throw it out there, you have no clue what's on the end of your line. You could catch like all these things. Every single one of those rods. All right, cool. I don't care. Still fixing them up. They caught some pretty big fish. And hope to catch some more big fish. People think that, let's see. I think creek chub is a better bait than the bluegill. I mean, the bluegill does work. But bluegill is, like, bluegill works in ponds. Creek chub works in rivers. If you're fishing a river, creek chub's better. If you're fishing a lake or a pond, I think bluegill cut bait would work better. And I'm gonna add a nice big weight on this pole. And then I'm gonna add a snap swivel and a big snell. And all these people that are here, oh, hooked your thumb, went to the ER. I did hook myself today. I did not have to go to the ER because It was one of these big hooks. Let me show you an example. It was one of these big hooks, and I did not reach the snell yet, or the, what is it called? The barb yet, so I could pull it out. Yeah, alligator gar, 6 feet, 237. Never caught an alligator gar. Would love to be able to catch that, but I hear they're really good fishing for alligator gar in Texas. Texas is great fishing for bass too, so that's probably where you caught your bass. I think I'm gonna throw a metal leader. Mine was deep and stuck in the barb. Yeah, that's when you gotta bring it to the doctor. You gotta hope that turns out. Looking for some weights over here, and I'm gonna grab one of these guys. Nice little guy right there. If everybody wants to sub, I love subscribers. I know it gets a little bit repetitive, but it just helps. Helps me a lot. Had to numb it. Oh yeah. Numbing is I've never gotten a hook stuck too deep to get to have to go to the ER, but I've gotten it stuck pretty deep. I've gotten some serious bleeds, and my dad actually cut his leg with a fillet knife a little while ago. He's fine, but he cut it so bad that we'd get some stitches, I think. Thanks for subbing. Love subscribers. Do you guys think that fishing a spillway or fishing a main lake's better when fishing? I love spillways. I don't think I've ever been to a spillway and not caught a fish, because I think spillways are just that OP. But I might just have a view on spillways that just is non-logical, non-reasonable. And I'm going to throw onto this pole a nice metal leader. Caught your PB bass. I don't eat bass most of the time, but I don't eat too many fish because I would need to clean them. I don't like cleaning up fish too much. Texas. No, I release most of my fish. I'll eat some. Like if something's gut hooked and I see it floating up later, or if it's just super deep, I'll think about eating it, because I don't like wasting fish. But most of the time, I don't eat my fish because it's just too much work for me. Catfish, I love. My favorite fish to eat is some white meat fish, so like some crappie, some bass, some walleye, any of those fish. Yes, I have caught trout. I've caught steelhead and rainbow trout, both in Ohio. And one was in Lake Erie, one was in a local pond that I'm probably not going to say the name of. And love... Oh yeah, salmon are good. I will eat anything from the supermarket. I love some tuna sushi. Tuna is great. Oh, having an argument on eating catfish. Favorite knot you like to use on the hook? I don't know exactly what mine's called. It works really well. I think it's called an improved clinch notch, or an improved clinch notch. But I don't know exactly what it's called. And I haven't used it, and I use it, it works, it's fine for me, so that's what I use most of the time. Okay, let's get these straightened out. All these rods are tangled. Let's see. Walleye, steelhead, and trout. All of those are great eating fish. I've eaten steelhead before. It was so buttery. It tasted really good. But, I mean, I'd say most fish taste good. Except I don't like eating bluegill. That's the one fish that I don't like to eat. I know some people disagree with that statement, but I just don't like eating bluegill. I think they're not a good eating fish. So, did you ever catch a steelhead before? Yes, I have caught steelhead before. I was out on Lake Erie fishing with a charter, actually, to try and catch steelhead. And I did catch a steelhead. It gave me a really good fight, and I have some nice YouTube. I have a nice video on YouTube. Gone fishing 5 times within the last month, and never got a bite. What are you using for bait when you're not catching anything? It's not the bluegill, the blue geegee. I was thinking of making a video on the blue geegee. Because if you're not catching stuff, most of the time, I love FishBrain. I'm not endorsing them, but I have the premium, and it's a great way to find new spots. But I just use worms at spots that you know should have fish if you're looking to just catch some fish. It's my most beginner advice. If you just want bites, worms are the best bait to get any sort of bite. Catfish, I used to use stink bait on catfish, but it's just, stink bait, so really stinky. And I did not eat the steelhead that I caught. We threw it back and lived to see another day, because I just didn't want to have to keep it and clean it and do all the work of cooking it up. I know, catfish do love stink bait, but it is kind of hard to fish with stink bait because it falls off the hook a lot. And I love cut bait because it's just done way better for me recently. Ever caught a tuna? Never caught a tuna. I've never caught a tuna, but if I ever go to like Alaska or somewhere with tuna, I'm sure that I will try. I know that some places in the Northeast, like Massachusetts, have tuna. And yeah, that's, I really tangled this thing up. Does anybody see this? All this line that's at here and whatever this is. Never caught a swordfish. I've only ever gone saltwater fishing once, and I caught a king mackerel and a stingray and some whiting, I believe. And that was a while ago. I think I was 10 maybe, and I'm 14 right now. So I don't know much about deep sea fishing. Yeah, I'm not going deep sea. I get it. It's kind of rough on the ocean. Like the waves can be really bad. Been in a couple of places on the ocean, and waves can be really bad on a boat. You're lucky to have a lot of fishing rods. Yeah, I know. I have a lot of fishing rods. A lot of these have been passed down. Very few of these are new. Some of them are from Walmart. Worst advice, he never caught anything. Either I'm having to learn on my own. Oh, well, there are so many fishing guides, and with so many people keep asking me about this stuff, so I might have to release a fishing guide, and if you want to subscribe and see if I can post that, would love to help out people, but it's kind of hard. Working on this. I might just have to cut this line because it is so tangled. I have no clue how I did this. Honestly, I have no clue. Whoever needs a fishing pole, I know a shop that's giving away free ones. Yeah, always look out for like Facebook Marketplace. If you want some cheap rods, on Facebook Marketplace and eBay, stuff like that, there's always some cheap rods. Yeah, everybody keep an eye out for that. And subscribe if you're liking this so far. I see there's like 35 viewers. I love subbies, love subscribers, and it helps me when people subscribe. Shows YouTube that people like my stuff, and it shows it to more. Yeah. Thanks for subbing. How many? How many of what? Cool Leo. I would already take out the fishing line and cut it. Yeah, I'm getting somewhere. I'm trying to save as much line as possible, even when I have to cut it. I'm trying to just get more line into here. It's really a lot of stuff. So here we go. All right. I think I may have gotten this untangled. I don't know. There might still be a tangle or two at the end. So I'm gonna need to fix this. How many subs? Let me see. Give me one. So, not many. Still working on my way. Trying to get 250 by the end of the month. Just getting like 50 a month. Trying to work towards that. Love subscribers. And we are... Ooh, I really have no clue how I tangled this pole so badly. I might just have to cut this. What did I do? I have no clue how I did this, but I got like a knot in between the middle of stuff. But I did it. Hi everybody. Hi everybody that's joining us here. Just having a little talk about some fishing stuff. Might go fishing later, but your dad said, yeah, that's the deciding factor. The parents, if they have to take you. I love finding spots right near me that I can fish while like biking, because I do have a fishing tackle backpack, and I love that, and love all that kind of stuff. And let's see, live in the city, yeah, that's kind of hard. Live outside of, live in a suburb, so there is some ponds near me, but there's not too many. Yeah, not many lakes. I'm near Lake Erie though, which is a pretty big lake. So I'm gonna go get some more fishing poles. I did not know that I fixed up some last time, so I'm gonna go get some real quick. Hang on. Alright, I'm back. Thanks to everybody who stuck around. And got some poles. I need to switch up some of the reels and do a lot of stuff like that. And I was planning on showing you guys my crawdad that I caught earlier today. So I'm getting this guy out of the case. This is the crawdad I got yesterday. Right here. Yeah. Very much wants to pinch me, and I'm gonna put him back in there, let him hang out, let him take a chill pill. Okay, let's see. Huge lake called Richard Chambers. It's huge. It's like an hour away. Yeah, there's not many big lakes near us other than Lake Erie that are like an hour away. I know I've said it before, I love fishing spillways, and there are not many spillways near us, and I would love to fish more spillways, but they're all a while away, and it's really hard to fish them. So, let's see. Okay, working on this rig. It's a pretty good pole and a pretty crappy reel, but I'm gonna solve it, figure it out. And once I get this tied on, I'm putting a nice little lure on it. It rained a lot, so that's what happened. I went to Charles Mill Lake Spillway The water level is about 5 feet high because it just rained a whole bunch. And if anybody's still here and they're liking this a lot, so you'll subscribe, hopefully, because I will try to do this about twice a week. And yeah, live stream about 3 times a week, but one or two of those is normally a fish tank live stream, which some people like, other people don't like. Doesn't get too many views, but definitely some people like it. And I just got this pole all through the eyes, and it's a little collapsible pole like that. What times will you be live fishing? So when I'm gonna be live stream fishing, it's gonna be in the mornings from like 10 to 12. And I do not know which days, but I'm gonna start trying to schedule them ahead of time. And when I schedule them live ahead of time, if you're subscribed, you should be able to see it. Even if I don't schedule it ahead of time, you should still be able to see it pop up if you're subscribed and could watch it. So it's another good reason to be subscribed. And I need to put a lure on this pole, so I have a big smorgasbord. Does anybody have anything they want, if they want to put in chat? Because there's tons and tons of lures. Some of my favorites are swim baits, but what do you guys think would work well for like some bass? Like some smallmouth bass, because I think that's what I'm going to be targeting tomorrow. Does anybody have any good smallmouth lures? Let's see. I think I'm going to tie on a micro imitation perch spin, or perch gizzard, gizzard shad swim bait, like this. So it's just a little flappy tail swim bait. I think it's gonna be like that. Let's see. There we go. And yeah, I'm not a good bass fisherman. I do not want to say I'm a good bass fisherman. I catch the majority of my bass on worms, which I don't know how many people catch bass on worms, but I catch a surprising amount. It's I don't know why, but it works, and it works pretty well. And if you're still here and you're liking this, so think about subscribing. Just shows YouTube you love my content, and I'm gonna try to be posting some more stuff pretty soon. And let's see. Would people rather catch a like 5-pound pike or a 5-pound chain pickerel or a 5-pound muskie? Those 3 fish, because I feel like they're all in the same boat. Would people rather catch / see somebody else catch a pickerel that's 5 pounds, a pike that's 5 pounds, or a muskie that's 5 pounds? I'm guessing people are gonna say muskie, but you don't know. I think I might rather catch a pike than a muskie. You never know, though. You never know. Can't really control what bites your lure. Hi, Adventurous JC. And if anybody wants to comment, I will try to answer all of them that I can, because I love answering comments. And we're just hanging out here, fixing up some poles while answering some comments, talking about some fishing. And this is the knot that I do. Nice little hole, and then I will wrap the line around itself multiple times. I don't know what that's called. Just fiddling with the filthy femur. Alright, cool. And we're gonna be right here. And I'm gonna tie the knot up to the lure, And I think it's holding. It's swim bait. It's kind of on the struggle bus. Have fun fishing. What are you fishing for? I think I'm going to be fishing for some smallmouth tomorrow. Some smallmouth, some drum, some catfish, just the Northern Ohio trio, other than steelhead, but those aren't really in season right now. They're not spawning up the river. I think I'm going to, maybe I'll do a fishing live stream. We'll see. Probably not, probably not. The American fishes are really good, except the Asian carp. Nobody likes those. And the goby. Those are even worse. All those people live in Northern Ohio like me. They know that the round goby is the most annoying fish in the world. It's not the bass or the bluegill or the Asian carp. It's the round goby. The round goby is the most annoying fish in the United States. And just gonna be, here we go. Just collapsing this down, trying to keep it tight so that this could catch a nice bass tomorrow or a drum. If it only caught some bluegill this summer, well, if it makes you feel any better, I have a YouTube fishing channel and I fish every day, but yesterday I went fishing and the only thing that I could catch was a bluegill. Caught just a couple of bluegill, no bites. Other than that, fishing for like 2 hours, fished with all kinds of stuff, didn't get any fish. And doesn't help when you're trying to make a YouTube video. No bass, no catfish, none of that. And this pole right here that I'm fixing up has some braid, but I don't really want it to have braid on it, so it's really dusty too. So I'm going to take all this braid off and put it in the trash. Then I'm going to reline it with some, I think, 8-pound test. And there we go. I'm just going to try to get all this braid off as much as I can. And let's see. And if you're still here and you're liking this, make sure to subscribe. I love new subscribers. And I'll shout you out if you subscribe. If you say you subscribed, I'll shout you out. So, I'm trying to get all this off. And what is everybody's favorite panfish to catch? Rock bass, red ear sunfish, bluegill. What is people's favorite panfish to catch? White bass, that's another good option, white perch. Pound line to use, so on the big poles, like the flathead catching poles, I like to use 20-pound test. And on the lighter poles, like the medium poles, normally 12, 10-pound test, and on the light poles, like 6-pound test. Of course, I use metal leaders. I don't know where I put them. They're somewhere. Oh yeah, they're up here. I use metal leaders. Largemouth bass. The largemouth bass are great. I love largemouth. Largemouth are very fun to catch. I don't normally go fishing directly for them, but I'll fish for them while I'm fishing for something else. I'll have a catfish pole out or 2 catfish poles out and I'll throw around a lure for bass. I think my favorite panfish is rock bass or a white bass. Those, I think they fight harder than like a bluegill and they're really fun. Just saw 50 viewers. I think that's the most I've ever had in a single live stream at once. If everybody subscribed, I gained 50 subscribers. I know some people are already subscribed, but if everybody subscribed, I'd probably gain like 40 subscribers. Yeah, I love fishing for whatever bites. Worms is the best way to catch whatever bites, because you can catch bowfin, pike, walleye, saugeye, sauger, all the catfish, all the panfish. catch anything with worms, anything and everything. Just trying to get this braid off here. There's a lot of braid. I'm gonna throw some in the trash right now. Let's cut this off and throw this part in the trash because it's kind of annoying me right now. Alright. And let's see, let's cut right here. See, crappie. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about crappie. Crappie's probably my favorite panfish. And I do use minnows. I use minnows on Sunday, Father's Day, fishing with my dad. We did not get any bites, 0 bites, but do fish with minnows sometimes. Yeah, totally forgot about the crappie there, my bad. Crappie are always fun to target. Don't ever have too much luck because they're better fishing from a boat. I do catch some crappie here and there. A lot more black crappie than white crappie. Alright, we're gonna continue getting the line off this pole. Then we'll put some more line on it. Sundays when you hooked yourself, yeah. It's probably getting healed up now. It's gonna take a little while though. Just have a band-aid on there for a while. Yeah, I hate when I mess up my fingers. A lot of times I'll be fishing or something and I'll bend it wrong or I'll hook it and then I have like a baseball game or something and lots of stuff. Got a hook in your foot. Yeah, that sucks. I was walking barefoot today trying to get some crawfish and I flipped over a rock and a crawfish went straight under my feet and I like jumped up and splashed water on myself. I'm sure it was funny from shore, but I was kind of freaked out because I do not like it when crawfish crawl under my feet. It's not my favorite thing. And just gonna keep the line in this pole. Yeah, you'll tough it out. I'm sure you'll be going fishing tomorrow anyways. Wouldn't stop me from going fishing. The one thing that stops me from going fishing is my GoPro doesn't have enough battery or it's out of storage. That's the only thing that can stop me from fishing. Let's see, I'm getting more of this out. There's a lot of braid that got fit onto this pole. Remember, if you guys want to subscribe, fishing today. I already went fishing today and can't go fishing later today because I have a baseball game. But if I didn't have a baseball game, I'd definitely be going fishing later today. And might even go this afternoon. I don't know. Probably not. Next Sunday for sure. Yep. Definitely going to be going on the weekends. So, what's up everybody? We're just doing a live stream. Got 61 viewers. I think that's my personal best for viewers in at once. You guys should all try to subscribe. And here we go. I have no clue what this is saying, but thanks for subbing. Almost getting to the end of the line on this pole, and still working on it. Is it just me, or do freshwater drum not fight as hard as they could? Like a largemouth bass that's 5 pounds fights way harder than a drum that's 5 pounds, or a catfish fights way harder. There seems like a lot of fish that fight way harder per pound than the freshwater drum. Seems like they always are pretty weak fighters. What's up, MK Fishing Adventures? We're just fixing up some fishing poles to do some more fishing adventures. Love supporting fellow fishing YouTubers, trying to make it big. And who's everybody's love from Pakistan? Love you back, Pakistan. What's everybody's favorite fishing YouTuber? I'm not trying to start a war, but what's everybody's favorite fishing YouTuber? Let's see. You subscribed? That's cool. I love subscribers. Gonna get some of this line to reline the pole. See right here. Fishing is your activity. Yeah. I don't do too much activity outside fishing. Fishing is the activity. It's the only reason why I have sort of a tan. Kicking Their Bass or Big Patrol. I don't think I dislike any fishing YouTubers, but I do like I find him very underrated. Fishing with Porter and 618 Fishing. If any of you guys have seen their videos, you'll know they put a lot of effort in their videos. But what's your age? 14. I'm 14 right now. Turned 14 a couple of months ago. And just got this line set up. And should be able right now to take it. I should be able to reel it up now. Yeah, I forgot. I need to get it through here. Lining poles up today now too. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I don't have too much stuff to do, like pole fixing wise. So just lining up the poles, doing that, all that stuff, all that jazz. Yeah, I think I put this line on wrong to this pole, because it's not how it's supposed to go. Yeah, I'm gonna need to fix that. Gotta reorganize your tackle box. Well, I mean, mine's not looking too hot either. I think this is a reminder that we all need to reorganize our tackle boxes. Your daily reminder. I need to get this line off the pole because I put it on wrong. And there's a lot of crap that's falling off this pole. Just a lot of dust getting onto my legs. Got a question. Do you get money from this? Nope, I do not make any money from this. YouTube does not pay me anything. If I get the monetization requirements, I might be able to make money, but I do not make any money right now. It's just talking, and I'm not trying to force you to get anything. Don't make any money from this. Let's see, I'm trying to clean up this pole, the final piece of line, so I can reline it. Alright, I'm gonna try now to reline this. Alright. And let's get one right here. Let's see. I'm hustling. That's interesting. Spooling up. I'm spooling up with Eagle Claw 8-pound line right here. I know it's like mirrored, so it's flipped, but it's Eagle Claw 8-pound line, and I'm gonna put a couple 100 yards onto this pole. This is just a backup pole, like, in case something happens. It's just a little backup. Okay, let's see. Just trying to get this knot going. So let me do this, let me do that, and I got the line through, and hopefully it will actually work now. Okay, try this now. Oh, there we go. Now I can actually reline it. I'm gonna put the spool like this, face up, so that it can go all around. I know, I'm not making any long-form videos right now. I'm working on it. It takes a little while. That's why I get too little views. I catch the good fish. Not good at making the best videos. Working on it, trying to make some good videos. This line's gonna be annoying to reline. Fished for a few years. Only have a tiny tackle box and a Zebco slingshot. Zebco, they're not my favorite. Ooh, baitcaster would be good. Baitcaster would be good. I've always wanted a baitcaster. I think I'm gonna get a thick one for. I don't have Instagram. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, but I do not have Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook or any of that. Here we go. Starting to get a little bit of traction on this pole relining. And if everybody wants to subscribe, I love subscribers. And I got a nice bucket of old line, used line, right here. More even pressure as it fills the spoon, less bird's nest. Yeah. I love spinning rods the most right now. The spinning rods, they can get tangled, but they cast and feel way better than the push buttons, and they don't have the bird's nest of the bait caster, so. Yeah. I have used bait casters before. I've never bird's nested one, but I've never bird nested one, but on like charters and stuff, I've used them, and they are pretty good. Thread it through the first eyelet. Yeah, I totally forgot to do that when I started. I should have done that, but I totally forgot because I did it the first time, but then I messed it up, and now I'm stuck doing this. Forced to go back to spending a couple of minutes doing this. This line's jumping around down here. It's hanging out. Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. And we have some serious bad tangles over here to my right. My little hook board right here. It's got that mess going on. So I'm gonna solve that probably off the live stream, but figure it out. And we're about to hit 1 hour on the live stream. We're at about 59 minutes and 25 seconds right here. So we're about to hit 1 hour, and I think I'm probably gonna do for like 15 more minutes, but I don't wanna hustle you guys. And the title is Fixing Fishing Poles. Once I'm out of fishing poles to fix, I'm not gonna fix anymore. Oh yeah, it's nice and tangled. Real nicely tangled. But I think I'm gonna solve it off camera. Still working on this pole, trying to get it to, I mean, I want a lot of line on my poles. I love being able to cast super far, and if I lose some, not have to reline immediately. Because I don't like relining too much. So I'm gonna try to get through this. And what's the best aquarium fish other than bass? Because I don't have a big enough aquarium. Yeah, I know. I gotta go. Trying to work on a nice live stream. Trying to make some good live streams. What's the best aquarium fish? I am looking for some new ones that they gotta be small enough to fit into a 30-gallon aquarium. And they need to be able to like compete and not die against the bullhead. Like I had creek chubs in my fish tank for a little while, but the bullhead ate all the creek chubs, like all of them, just for snacks for some reason, even though I fed it almost every day. So trying to look for something that can live and not get eaten by a bullhead, and something that's small enough that I could catch it somewhat consistently with it being small. And I am almost at the point where I'm done with this reel, and I'm almost done relining it. Bluegill, I do have bluegill already. I might need to get like a green sunfish or a red ear sunfish. Or a pumpkin seed. I love pumpkin seed. So, okay, I think I got this done. So now I'm going to take a lure, put it on the end. And here we go. Okay, got this under. Let's not get tangled. And get some line out. Put it through the eyes. I should have done this before I lined the pole. Crappie? I should get a crappie. I haven't caught a crappie this year yet. I know that sounds kind of surprising, but there's not too many good crappie spots, and I haven't targeted them in a little while. Targeted them last year and caught a good amount. A lot on some lures, couple on some worms. Yeah, but should probably get some crappies. Keep a fish till they're grown, and then yeah. I like growing up fish in my pond, but one of my favorite things I do now with my fish tank is if I'm gonna go like flathead fishing, for example, I will catch some bluegill and then put them in my fish tank. I'll catch like 10 bluegill, put them in my fish tank, and then 3 days later when I'm actually going flathead fishing, I'll take them out and use them as bait. I use it as a temporary holding tank for them, and they seem to like it pretty nicely. So I need to tie this lure on, and I think that's going to be it for today's live stream. I will try to fix some more poles next week, but might just go fishing next week for the live stream. And I am going to put, let's see, what do you guys think I should put on? Should I put on a soft plastic or a hard bait for this little wacky worm or something? But I could also put, what should I use for the bait if I'm trying to get like drum or bass? I mean, honestly, so that one get snagged. Let's see. Hello, Rippin' Lips. I might put just a little shad swim bait. like this guy, full-size shad. Bass seem to love this. Even though there's not too many shad near me, bass still seem to love it because of the way its tail moves and the colors. Looks kind of like a bluegill, but the bass sometimes are raised and then stocked on shad, so they really love the shad because that's what they ate at the beginning of their life. Kind of like how trout love power bait. And I think this is about it. So one last time, I'm gonna ask you guys, just please consider subscribing if you've been here for a while and enjoy it. I don't know why I look old enough to have an Instagram, but don't have an Instagram. But here we go. I think this is going to be the end of the live stream. I'll see you guys all next week. I'm going fishing tomorrow. I'm going fishing soon. Thank you everybody for being here. I'm just going to wrap this up, end the live stream. Consider subscribing. Thank you for being here.